Good afternoon and thanks for having us in. Winter weather has returned to KELOLAND this midday. Take a look at this photo from the Brookings County Sheriff's Office from this morning. They've already had several slide-ins and crashes due to the icy road conditions. If you have to travel today, make sure to slow down, buckle up, and give road crews and law enforcement plenty of room to work. Turning now to a first look at your midday forecast with meteorologist Scott Munt. We started the day, Scott, with some rain and some hail. Now we've moved down to snow and maybe more importantly, blowing snow.
Yeah, the blizzard warning in effect this afternoon going into tonight and into tomorrow morning in parts of eastern and northeastern South Dakota. We've been mentioning the snow that we had this morning in western South Dakota will eventually move into central KELOLAND. That's what we have going on right now. And that will continue to move to the east and to the northeast. And again, that combined with the wind, giving us visibility less than a mile at times. You can see how that snow is continuing across western South Dakota into central KELOLAND and north central South Dakota. This is a look at what's going on across northeastern South Dakota. Now, earlier we had a lightning strike come in, I believe it was between Pierre and Fulton, I want to say, earlier. About an hour ago, we had that lightning strike appear on Lightning Tracker. Not seeing anything right now, but this will continue to expand in coverage across northeastern South Dakota. And then southeastern KELOLAND, we've been dealing with fog. We've been dealing with drizzle and mist, if you will. Temperatures hovering around 32, 34 degrees, and that's something worth paying attention to as well, because we could start to see some slick areas as that temperature falls to near 32. In parts of eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. I just want to highlight this as I move the map. That's a tornado watch covering much of central and eastern Iowa, stretching into, looks like, western and northwestern Illinois. So they will have to deal with severe weather. We'll deal with the snow and the blizzard in central and south central South Dakota. As you do see our snowfall forecast, still looking at some of these amounts of 8 to 12 inches. Would not be surprised if we do get a couple of isolated areas getting a little bit more than a foot of snowfall as we are looking at heavy snow to continue this afternoon, heading into the evening hours. Notice how it does expand in coverage into northeastern South Dakota. So we will continue to monitor that situation as well. And I believe I'm just looking at safe travel, and looks like interstate closed here going from Chamberlain to the west over toward, I believe, the Cactus Flat area. So we are looking at the interstate closure there from Chamberlain just to the east of Rapid City due to the blizzard. We'll continue to monitor this and give you updates as conditions do warrant, but expect this to come to an end later tonight. But the wind, we'll have to watch the strong winds as they will continue through the afternoon into this evening and tonight. There again is the blizzard warning covering central, eastern, and northeastern South Dakota. I'll be back with Megan in just a couple of minutes, and we'll have the rest of your forecast details.
Thank you, Scott. With the winter weather today, Governor Kristi Noem has ordered state government executive offices across the state to close. Offices in 29 counties across South Dakota are affected by the closure. While executive branch offices in these counties will be closed, state employees will be working remotely. The city of Box Elder is not only planning to welcome the B-21 Raider to the Ellsworth Air Force Base, but also thousands of more people. Right now, there are more than 30 projects going on at the base for the B-21, adding up to over $1 billion.
So a lot going on the base, projects going on all over, things coming out of the ground, and tons of construction and tons of activity on the base.
In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, we give you an update on the growth in Box Elder. 35 professional bull riders will attempt to hold on for 8 seconds at a time at the PBR Unleash the Beast Sioux Falls Invitational. The 3-day event kicks off tonight at the Premier Center and includes Letcher, South Dakota native Mason Moody. The 19-year-old has won twice on the PBR Velocity Tour, but is still looking to complete his first ride on the Unleash the Beast Tour. It's been his dream since first attending this event as a kid.
I remember thinking that, one day I'm going to be here, which in reality when I was 12 wasn't very likely. And to stand here today and hopefully it's in front of the home crowd, it'd be something that I'd mark in my heart that would last forever.
The bull riding action begins tonight at 7:45 at the Premier Center. The competition continues at 6:45 p.m. Saturday and wraps up at 2:45 Sunday afternoon. First responders are commending Covenant teachers and staff in Nashville for their composure on Monday during the deadly shooting that took the lives of 3 kids and 3 adults. Our CBS affiliate station in Nashville talked to people who saw them keeping kids calm as they waited for their parents.
2 miles from their school building, teachers from the Covenant School kept on working.
In that back parking lot, as far as you can see, was where they had the buses staged.
First responder Pete Griffin was so impressed by their actions at the reunification center.
Trying to maintain some normalcy, trying to be supportive of the kids, trying not to let the weight of what they all just experienced be such a burden, but to really continue to be the roles of teachers and mentors and supporters of these kids that had gone through this incredible trauma.
Teachers stayed by student sides for some 5 hours after the mass shooting as they waited to be reunited with their parents.
It can be very hard to keep it together. And what I saw firsthand on Monday was the fact that these teachers and these faculty and staff from the school were putting on a brave face for the kids because they wanted to support the kids more than anything.
Pippa the therapy dog and Rachel Pritchett with Daystar Counseling Ministries were also there.
She was just getting all kinds of love and was covered in Cheeto crumbs and was loving on all kinds of kids.
The counselor was around to help teachers talk to the children.
With older ones, they're going to ask you big, hard, probably philosophical questions that you don't have the answers to, and it's okay to say, I don't know.
Initially, the students and their parents were on different floors in the church. The volunteers were impressed with how respectful everyone was in the tough situation.
When you knew that all they could be thinking about was the people, what had happened, who was lost.
Pete says the school staff deserves to be recognized.
The teachers that day were the first responders.
In Nashville, Hannah McDonald, News Channel 5.